There was a time when the Mid-Season Cup, or MSC, was simply known as the biggest Mobile Legends tournament in Southeast Asia. It was prestigious, but its spotlight rarely extended far beyond the region where MLBB was already dominant. Fast forward to MSC 2026, and the conversation has completely changed. Teams from around the world now treat this event as one of the biggest championships in mobile esports, with millions watching every stage. So, how did this exactly happen? How did MSC transform from a regional showdown into a global spectacle that seems to get bigger every single year? Welcome back to Mobile Legends News. The growth of MSC didn't happen overnight. Every edition introduced something new, whether it was inviting more regions, improving the tournament format, increasing the prize pool, or raising production quality to match the world's biggest esports events. In recent years, Moonton has accelerated that growth even further by integrating MSC into the Esports World Cup, giving Mobile Legends an even larger international stage while expanding opportunities for emerging regions to compete. The result is a tournament that now represents the global future of MLBB esports rather than just the strength of Southeast Asia. In this video, we'll break down the biggest reasons MSC continues to grow year after year and why its evolution could completely reshape the competitive scene for seasons to come. The biggest reason MSC keeps getting bigger every year is simple. The tournament itself hasn't stopped growing only in size and has started growing in quality. In the past, the conversation before every international event usually revolved around one question: which Southeast Asian team would win? Today, the discussion is completely different. Fans are asking whether China can finally break through, whether East Asia has caught up, whether MENA can produce another upset, or whether a wildcard team can surprise everyone. That shift didn't happen by accident. It was built through years of deliberate expansion by Moonton. One of the most important changes has been the creation of the new MCT ecosystem. Instead of relying almost entirely on a handful of established professional leagues, the Mid-Season Cup qualification process now stretches across far more regions than ever before. Official regional tournaments throughout East Asia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Latin America, MENA, North America, Turkey, Mekong, and several other competitive regions now serve as part of a much larger pathway forwards and towards international competition. This has fundamentally changed what qualifying for MSC actually means. Instead of simply inviting representatives from the strongest historical regions, every participating team now earns its place through a more structured competitive system. Regional champions have to survive increasingly competitive domestic events, even before thinking about the international stage. That naturally raises the quality of the tournament itself. The second major region MSC continues to expand is the introduction of more qualification opportunities through the wildcard system. Historically, many talented teams never had a realistic chance to compete internationally because their regions simply didn't have direct access to the biggest tournaments. Even if they dominated locally, there was often no pathway forward. The expanded wildcard competition changes that. Instead of treating developing regions as afterthoughts, the wildcard tournament has become the important part of overall MSC experiences. Teams that might otherwise have been eliminated before the event has even began now have the opportunity to fight for a place on the main stage. More importantly, it gives fans from those regions something meaningful to support. Every wildcard run creates new storylines. Every upset creates new rivalries. Every qualification creates another region that believes it belongs among the world's best. That's exactly how international esports ecosystems continue to grow. It also forces established regions to take every opponent seriously. Several recent international tournaments have already shown that smaller regions are improving far faster than many expected. Mechanical skill is spreading worldwide. Coaching staffs are becoming more experienced, and access to professional scrims is no longer limited to only a few powerhouse organizations. The competitive gap simply isn't as large as it used to be. Another major factor behind MSC's growth is the increasing level of investment flowing into Mobile Legends esports. Organizations today are operating very differently compared to just a few years ago. Many teams now employ full coaching staffs instead of just relying on a single head coach. Analysts break down draft tendencies, opponent habits, and objective setups. Performance coaches help players handle pressure during high-stakes matches. Team managers oversee logistics, while content creators build larger fan communities outside competition. Professional infrastructure has improved almost everywhere. That investment doesn't only come from organizations. Sponsors have become increasingly willing to support Mobile Legends because the audience continues to grow across multiple markets. Larger partnerships allow teams to improve facilities, retain experienced players, and recruit international talent when needed. As organizations become more financially stable, competition naturally becomes stronger. Players can focus more on improving instead of worrying about whether their careers are sustainable. That creates better matches. Better matches create more exciting tournaments, and exciting tournaments attract even more viewers. The regional leagues themselves have also become significantly stronger. Years ago, many domestic leagues had one overwhelmingly favorite that rarely faced series resistance throughout the entire season. That isn't always true anymore. Today's regional competitions are producing far deeper pools of talent. Emerging rookies are challenging veterans much earlier in their careers. Draft strategies continue evolving from one split to the next, and teams invest heavily in scouting new players instead of relying only on established stars. The result is that simply qualifying for MSC has become incredibly difficult. Winning MPL Philippines, MPL Indonesia, MTC China, MCT East Asia, or any other qualifying league now requires surviving months of elite competition against opponents who have every bit as much motivation to reach the international stage. That level of preparation carries directly into MSC. Instead of arriving with limited international experience, many teams already enter the tournament after surviving extremely competitive regional seasons. That's one reason recent editions of MSC have felt much less predictable. There are now legitimate contenders from more regions than ever before. A few years ago, fans often predicted the championship bracket before the tournament even began. Today, making accurate predictions has become much harder. Different drafting philosophies collide, different macro styles compete, different regional metas clash throughout the event. That variety creates better entertainment because viewers generally don't know which strategies will succeed once international play begins. Even favorites can be pushed to 5-game series against teams that casual fans know very little about. Those kinds of matches generate excitement that lasts well beyond the tournament itself. Perhaps the biggest indicator for me of MSC's growth is actually the audience watching it. Official broadcasts now attract viewers from far outside Southeast Asia. Multiple language streams, regional watch parties, creator co-streams, and social media coverage have made it easier than ever for fans around the world to follow the tournament live. Supporters no longer tune in only for their own region. Many fans now watch the entire event because the international storylines are simply too compelling to ignore. Can a first-time region make history? Will a dynasty continue? Can an underdog eliminate a tournament favorite? Every edition creates narratives that resonate globally. Social media amplifies those moments almost instantly. A spectacular outplay, a shocking upset, or an emotional championship celebration can reach millions of viewers within hours, introducing new audiences to Mobile Legends esports. When you put all of these pieces together, it's easy to understand why MSC keeps growing. Better qualification systems create stronger regional competition. Stronger regional competition develops better teams. Better teams produce closer international matches. Those matches attract larger audiences, which encourages more investment, better infrastructure, and even greater competitive depth. Each improvement reinforces the next, creating a cycle that continues to elevate the tournament. MSC's incredible growth mirrors the evolution of Mobile Legends esports itself. What started as a tournament centered on Southeast Asia has transformed into a truly global championship where every region has a chance to prove it belongs among the world's elite. With the expansion of the MCT ecosystem, stronger qualification pathways, rising organizational investment, and increasingly competitive regional leagues, every new edition feels larger, more unpredictable, and more meaningful than the last. If this trajectory continues, MSC won't just be one of the biggest events in MLBB. It will continue setting the standard for international mobile esports. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think MSC has officially become the premier tournament in Mobile Legends esports? Which edition has been your favorite so far? And what changes would you like to see as the event keeps growing? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest MLBB esports analysis and updates. Till next time!